there, this is Digikun, and welcome back to Dream Daddy, the dad dating simulator. Now, we just finished our second date with Craig. That took a little longer than it should have, but hey, it's an adventure. Alright, so I just got home, and I'm just about ready to pack it in. Well, not quite, I literally just started the episode, but, let's continue. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hallway to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have happened. Amanda, get out! Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. Yeah, that's not... I mean, I don't know, like, I get it that a person needs her space when they're like that, but especially if I'm a parent, like, I can't just leave someone like that. Ooh, boy. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? Guess she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out from her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster a level up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees as she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages, and I wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her out for ice cream, and it was like nothing happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. Oh, am I going to cook something? That's usually a bad idea. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know there's something wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just, whatever it is, you don't have to tell me, if you don't want to. But whatever it is, just know that you have your dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words. I'm generally bad with reading, but So I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull out a cake from the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. Oh. That's really sweet, actually. God, I should be taking notes. God. I mean, like, no, really, like, thank you, game. This is something that I could literally probably use. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over, and this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. Oh. I grab some plates and forks and serve us some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R's going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The one who puked in Dead Goth and Beyond. The best friend. Was that Emma R? Emma R was the best friend, right?
Yes!
You got it! Wow, proud of you. Okay, you see, I'm a good dad. I know things. Anyways, ever since we got that acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's been drifting away, you know? And she's spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. Grace and Emma P. I thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M, that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's. On the same night, they all told me they were busy studying for a Calc AB final. Yikes. Gee, who the heck does that? What the heck? So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing, I am a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing. What? Whoa, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay, you're a bad liar. Well, I mean, you know. So are you. I learned from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day, I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What the? That's messed up. What the heck? Oh, it gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey! Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does. Emma R just, like, glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the boring, gossipy. Did she poop the bed too? No, Dad. Please stick with me. I mean, I was... Grace is the one nobody likes. Or, I guess that's me, now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to the shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R, asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and... Sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did Emma R say? I'm a little confused, but I think I understand. I have no idea what's happening. What did Emma R say? Oh, okay. Get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Oh, that's... Jeez, this is like this is the highlight of high school drama. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, Do I not understand what she's talking about? This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive.
Oh no.
They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's really a terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay, then she left me on read, and then... Wait, left me on read? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are. I know what they are. They are the worst. But I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So, while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P. and about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable. And I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, no one texts me and it's like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me. Half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. Yeah, like, that's... What the heck? None of that even makes remote amount of sense. Who does that? I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs the remnants of her cake. Oh, oops. I missed something. Like, what did I do wrong? Did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected. I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Ted, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. No, for real though. Real friends don't do that. When you get older and you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with, do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that stuff out, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? I would believe it. Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room, but before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
God damn it. Yeah.
Welcome. You've got dads.
No, I'm not crying. Shut up. Ah. God, got to get back to this dad dating thing. Ah. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, what was I doing? Right. I guess I'll go on that third date with Craig. Alright. Phew. You know what they say about third dates. They get pretty serious. Are you sure this is your dream daddy? Yeah, sure. You know what? I don't want to drag this out too long, so let's dive right in. Ugh. God damn it, this story. Anyway, it took some time for our schedules to line up, but I finally... That's the dog barking, don't mind him. But I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that will just be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run managed to go on regular runs with Craig, I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags in the tent while he takes care of the food, which is nice. So I double-checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any time now. Amanda's going to be spending time this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. Nah, great. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get to finally sit. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all my camera equipment. Lenses, tripod, flash, all that. Wow. Are you even going to have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Oh, what's the series about? It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there, in nature, you know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature, the old Madre de trees. Are you gonna be alright on your own?
Yeah!
Yeah! I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all. Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple days without constant updates on who just got voted off International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finished zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dad Tron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? That Declaration of Independence better be still there by the time you get back. Since you asked nicely, fine, I promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's almost strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. It's like such a gentleman. I almost had a case of vapors there. Oh, jeez. Oh, those eggplants. Never fear. These muscles were made for me picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. I bet. Yeah. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that.
Oh.
Everything good with Amanda? Yep, on our way to school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring?
Oh.
Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff onto Craig's car and we get in. Oh no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just... What? Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had in my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through the page after page of kids' sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Takes me back. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find, in the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Kegs 10's Megamix Volume 1. Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car stereo, and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit and plays, and soon enough we were both happily scream-singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. I like how vague and nondescript these are. This song was Carl's favorite. Carl, our third roommate! You brought that dog home on one night and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us we could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. It feels to be good back out here. Real good. Oh, these noises. We park our car at the entrance of a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that we've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks. Otherwise, I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything alright?
I don't know.
Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the burner sprays. I look around me and take in all the trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face.
I don't know.
What if there's a problem? There won't be. Trained for this. Reception is the least of our worries. Look, Craig, we all know that if you really wanted to, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out here like a rocket ship all the way back to Mobile Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend.
Oh.
We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still going. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. You can find another camping ground that gets good cell phone reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in, and my mind keeps conjuring up all the worst-case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch in the shoulder. Ha! You asshole. This is our time. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all. Just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service. Just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phone service. Just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Yeah, I'm so sure. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite. We're both glad to see that we're the only people there. I can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles on the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the sticks. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. You do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we've somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I mean, it doesn't look too terrible. I wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs in our cooking equipment, admiring our handy. Dude, bro, look at us go. Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily, and look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So what's next on our camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Hey, dude. Yeah, hold on. Does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over at what he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt. Oh god. I can't get over how detailed it is. Hey, I'm not gonna have to be worried about losing you to a tree. Craig, buddy. I examined the butt tree further. Contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were gonna have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Oh my gosh, no, we're devolving into butt puns, really. Let us analyze this tree further away. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high-five. Yeah! Never high-five myself again. Me. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything's to be more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out! There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Ah. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place we go to investigate. The old waterfall. It's gorgeous. Nature sure is rad. I never used that word. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off it like the old days? This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like he could climb up right over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Hey, buddy! Whoa. Oh, hi. Hey there. Ooh. Look at Craig's butt. Don't look at Craig. Yeah, look at it. I can't help but take a sneak peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. Hey, ooh, buddy. Don't shoot too many of those eggplants out of that. I immediately turn away, blushing. You coming or what? TSUNDERE KUN. You coming along? Oh, I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Oh boy. I mean, what is the appropriate response here? Let's put on a show. If the clothes are coming off, then it's coming. If the clothes are coming off, then it's someone's birthday. Craig gives me the wolf whistle. Ooh boy. I turn and give my booty a good spank. That one's for you, big boy. Oh my. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile of Craig's clothes. Put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. We reach a peak he reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been the daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes. Don't think. Just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Whoa! He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? I don't think. Just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. But the water looks so far away. Don't think. Just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. Hit the water with a loud slap. Oops. I resurface to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig.
Nice.
Are you sure about that? I splash him again. Yeah! No reservations. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast! He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in the corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Squirt water at him with your hands. Hammer fist. With the force of thunder, I bring my fists down into the water, creating a tidal wave that drenches Craig. Good one. But I think I can do better. Craig answers back with his own tidal wave. It's big enough to launch me back. He's so strong. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There is peace. Yes. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? I'll race you to the top. I'll race you. We run all the way to the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Wanna go again? You know, this is probably the right answer, at least. Yeah, I don't know if I would. I mean, we're out here, just not much to do. I mean, especially with no cell service, I wouldn't know what else to do. With the same energy we had in our youth, we climbed back to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water. Phew, man, this is fun. Got one more in you? I live for danger. Takes us a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get going back before it gets too dark. Yeah, probably. We should probably head back. You both... Oh, was that not... Yeah, I'll let that go. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay. We'll get the fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes in tin foil. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now? I remember his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwaving mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and have trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me grab my matches. Yeah. Let me grab my reading glasses also. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around the bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm actually more aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world.
I don't know.
Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be, Rerat. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. I gesture to the trees around us.
Oh, man.
There's no shortage of that. And some tinder. We can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are then supposed to come by and give us advanced technology. Or renovate our own house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all the materials that we could conceptually make a passable-looking campfire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting and a cool breeze rustles the leaves in the trees around us. We have to work quick. I've done this in the past and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help? Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits and make this fire happen. You can do it. Never knew a better Craig. Go overboard with compliments. You're really giving that fire the business. You're an amazing, hard-working father with a steady work ethic and everybody loves you. Your daughters think you're a superhero, and neighborhood dads respect you immensely. Also, your butt looks great. Bro, stop. You'll make me cry. Get to know I'm making those choices. Okay. I don't want to put tears on... I don't want your tears putting out the fire. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular all outdoorsy fellas. Hooray for not dying. I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs and Craig cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up the makeshift grill for the steaks. After that, hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit with the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air. I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over it while basting them both in butter. This grilling is really turning me on. Ooh. getting a little hot here. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto dry ramen, eating it straight up. When did this happen? He used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks on a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Oh, what? I'm hungry. Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks, longing from its distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto a freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. This is the most romantic dinner that I've ever seen, at least. Everything tasting okay? I am in heaven. That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard not to go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job. And now you look like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay?
I don't know.
I mean, like, life is really rough sometimes. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down.
Oh, man.
I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize how just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
Oh, man.
I have to. For my girls. I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way. And I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Jeez. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry.
Nice.
If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself too.
Nice.
I do, though. I eat right, and I exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Hey!
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too. This is true dad wisdom right here. It's just, I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them. But I can't explain it. Man, there's always that choice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. Even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness.
Oh, man.
Do I, though? Where is this coming from? Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, the bro makes everything work. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his glass. Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee? What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows.
Bro!
Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you just used to completely blacken the marshmallows. Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but the gooey center is preserved. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth. Pro move. We used to be able to do that at great distances against a wind disadvantage. Give me a break. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. I have no such coordination, meanwhile. I don't know, like, this started off as a pretty good representation of me, and then as I keep going, it's like, wow, I'm much more of a bro character than I, actually am. Craig and I sit in a warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah, I miss this, Digi. Me too. We stayed out here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. Ew. Are we gonna share it? We crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh. Oh no. I must have left it at home. Yes, I totally didn't do that. On purpose. Wink wink, nudge nudge. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just, curl up over here. No way! Here. Craig unzips his sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other. Without a blanket, it's really cold. I shiver, and without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. Yeah, totally. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes and find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly, we're kissing. Ew. Oh my. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Oh boy. Craig,
man.
I got strong feelings for you, bro. Some bro feelings. Brolings. Brolings I can't deny anymore. Bro. Me too. Ooh. I run my hands through his hair, then down his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. Oh my gosh. I feel tracing the lines of his hip with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about getting too cold tonight. Ooh boy. No, definitely not. Oh, hey! Ooh. So is that, did I do good, or... Yay! Ascending! Awesome!
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. On the one hand, I appreciate that this is, like, reflecting a game thing, but it sort of cheapens it, I feel. It's not a big thing. Yeah, it's not a big criticism, just something that's like, it's not quite necessary, is it? But then again, yeah, I guess gauge how successful the date went. Oh. Yeah, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Digi, be cool. Amanda walks to the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start.
Huh?
Something fishy? Rats. Damn it. It's like, what? No. You ask too many questions. Who do you think you are? My daughter? For literally my entire life, yes. I'm kidding. You're right, I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated from high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figured you probably wouldn't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of long-haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. This is all 19 seasons! Jesus Christ. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you wanna hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. What? Oh, hi! Sorry for covering up your face, Brian. What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here! Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable, down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go and have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time, but first, mac and cheese. Yes. Digi! Brian, you made it! Ha! I don't pass up on good mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad, huh? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is really a great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over, rival dad. Looks like you've settled into the neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you more at our church events. We've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if we aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Digi. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're not doing great. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. Oh. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah! I'm gonna break anything I want and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope. And I'll have you know that glove didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place. So, she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey. What's up? Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep.
I don't know.
See you later.
Hey.
Hey, man. Oh, hey, man. Matt, let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of banana bread Kennedys ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. Hey, looks like Amanda's hanging out with Briar and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to. Okay, Briar, think of a shape. Hazel? What's she thinking? Square. Briar? Star. Well, we'll get it next time. The old twin telepathy thing probably isn't working out well. Amanda leans in close to Briar and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as the third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're going to be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we going to be finishing? Each other's sentences! See? Third twin. I have to go. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party pops! What can I say? I was inspired. So, I, also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this. And I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Digi, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking all of our albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock him dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Hell, you know I've started some fires in my day. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Craig is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. Ooh, the cherry blossom tree, really? He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and them are gonna go get ice cream. You're still friends with them, really? Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I don't know. After all the drama that just happened, I wouldn't even be I would not be talking to them at all. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guests make their way out of the party. Bro, this reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer kickstands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. We can leave kickstands in the past. I'm taking this weekend to relax. This party was my first stop out of the express train from the relaxation station. Next stop is Napville. Pull into the Digi concourse. I'd like to book a ticket to Napsville as well. I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off your own stomach down. We both giggle but man, do I want to just pour some chips on my belly while I hang onto a hammock. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself. Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off the floor. I guess we need to get out of the city more often then. Craig kicks his legs over the bench and leans onto me, lying on my lap. I run my fingers through his hair. You're looking for balance. I admire that. I'm trying not to feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process. And it's gonna take some time for me to figure it out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige. Craig looks up at me, smiling. Bro, that means so much to me. Craig zips up and pulls me into a kiss. Bro. Bromance. The truest bromance. We both laugh. You and me, we're gonna be alright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the end of it. Oh, okay. Well, to be fair, by the way, that was an amazing game. Like, the story, like I said, I'm glad they took it as seriously as they did. It wasn't just like a huge joke from beginning to end. Which, again, considering... Oh, Craig was Nathan Sharp. Oh, Craig is Nate Wants to Battle, huh? Sorry, I got distracted by that. Nate is one of my favorite YouTubers. Anyway, so, as I was saying, like, a game made by the Green Grumps, I'm honestly, like, wasn't expecting too much from it, but this really was, like, a very well-made story, and the characters are all so cool and lovable, and I really appreciate the effort that went into this. I could have probably went on a couple more dates. There was probably some stuff with Amanda that I just missed because I was too busy going on just focusing on Craig. And to be fair, there was probably a lot of story stuff too, like with the other dads that I would admit didn't get to. Like, certainly the stuff with Joseph and his wife would have been interesting to explore. I don't know. And even Robert was just kind of weird and awkward for a while. I don't know. And that is interesting too, because he is the icon for the game. He's the icon for the game game exe thing. So I wonder if he's like the canon route. Certainly, you had a chance to sleep with him, like literally at the beginning of the game, and that probably would affect how you interacted with him with the rest of the game, as you tried to, you know, go on a date with him more. Like I said, the other ones that I was interested in dating was like Matt and Brian, you know, and you know, because they're interesting as well. So those are probably going to be more personal playthroughs. A lot of people contributed to this game, huh? A game from the Game Grumps. I wonder if that's going to be a regular thing now. Like every couple years, they're just going to release another game. Because yeah, like I said, this was not a bad game at all. This was actually very enjoyable. Hi, picture. Oh, I guess that's the, I guess that's the picture that you, as a reward. Okay, so, I'm done listening to the song. God, I'm done playing this game. I hope you all enjoyed. That was really fun. Probably, again, Craig's picture is colored in. Oh, I guess they color in as you play through them. Okay, well, like I said, probably have some more personal playthroughs, dating the other dads. You should buy this game for yourself. It's $15 on Steam. It's not at all, you know, it's not that expensive. It's definitely a game worth checking out and experience for yourself. And hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe should you so desire, and share it, you know, again, if you so desire. And thanks for watching. I will see you all in the next video.